Hey guys, it's KushiKush here, and I want to make a video for new players or players who just like want general advice on like what to do. Specifically, this video is going to be on the shop. I'm just going to be talking about the shop. I did a video like this when the game came out, so this is going to be like the updated version, you know? So let's just get into it. Master Duel gets updated, which means that all the new cards that are released, like in the paper card game, TCG, OCG, the ones that you actually see at the store if you like go out there and you want to buy them, yeah, they're eventually going to come into the game. So that's like the big factor on this game. It makes it feel like it's going to last a very long time because it's always constantly getting updated. Actually, there's an update later today too. I don't know what they're going to be adding. Let me explain to you how you get cards, because when you start up the game, you're going to select like a deck, and then you're going to do tutorial missions or something. If you're like me, you're going to have gems and you're going to go into the shop and you're going to say, man, I mean, look at all this I can buy. Master pack? Avoid this. Just be completely honest. Don't buy this. Don't buy the master pack. You're going to have Cosmic Ocean. This is going to leave in 9 days. If you watch this 9 days from now, it's probably not going to be there. Same with Battle Trajectory. These two usually rotate like every like month or two. So you can like come back to the game and say like, hey, I have some gems stockpiled. Let's see what the game has to offer. And there might be some cards that you really like. Like personally, I really like Pendulum, which I'll get into more later. And this card, Beyond the Pendulum, just came out in the newest set. So I was like, hey, I kind of want it. So I went into the box. I spent like 3,000, 4,000 gems. And I pretty much got not like completely everything out of the box, but I kind of got everything I wanted. Like here's an example. This is all the stuff I got. And I mean, I got the Beyond the Pendulum, so I was kind of happy. Also, as you buy packs, you're going to be getting these things called secret packs. A secret pack is essentially just that exclusive card. So let's say you want to build Dark Magician. There probably is a Dark Magician secret pack, which if you just go in and you spend 1,000 gems, most of the shiny cards, like the super rare, the ultra rare, like the high rarity, the ones that people want, are mainly just going to be Dark Magician cards or Dark Magician support. So it makes you building the deck even easier. The catch is, in order to unlock a secret pack, whether that be Dark Magician, Ojama, Blue Eyes, like whatever you want, you either have to pull the card from a random pack, so it's just complete chance, or you need to craft one card in order. Let's say you craft a card that goes well in your deck. It's going to say unlock secret pack, and then it might say like, oh, you have one free pack. Feel free to use that one free pack, and then after you use that, it'll give you the option, hey, spend like 1,000 gems, open up a bunch of packs. It only lasts 24 hours, so it has that like sense of urgency. It's like, man, I might not unlock this pack again. Like, don't fret. If you want to unlock the pack again, just craft a card that's inside that pack. You'll easily be able to unlock the pack again. Okay, now that we finished talking about packs, we're going to be talking about the structure decks. Now, as of recording this video, there are quite a few structure decks. Some of them, if you're very unfamiliar with Yu-Gi-Oh, I'll just say straight off the bat, are kind of bad. This one is Utopia. Now, rank 4s aren't bad. These black cards, I would say their effects, like what they do, is pretty bad. But the black cards in general are pretty good. Like, I think they're really cool and they're really easy to make in Yu-Gi-Oh. So if you're just starting out, I would highly recommend you make a black card deck. I don't think I have one on my channel, but if you just look on YouTube and you just say like rank 4 or XYZ deck, you'll see one of them. But essentially a structure deck has one copy of every single card that you could possibly need in that archetype. They don't include everything. Like there are some cards that should be in here that aren't because they want you to, you know, spend a little money. But I mean, it's decent. I wouldn't buy this structure deck. The only reason I would buy this structure deck is for this one card, Pot of Avarice. And also, when you see the structure deck, it'll say like 500 gems for a structure deck. You're gonna get like a bunch of cards for that. But if you want the structure deck to be good, let's say you really do like Utopia and you're like, hey, you're wrong, man. You're wrong. This is the best deck ever. You're gonna need to buy 3 of these. Simply because there's some cards in here that you want 3 copies of. Like you're gonna want 3 copies of Z on Sage, 3 copies of this card. Like you just need that. You can only run 3 copies of a card in a deck. So you want to max out on that number in order for your chances of seeing that card in your deck are higher. It's kind of like counting cards, which is, I'm pretty sure it's illegal in poker. A structure deck that I do highly recommend is called Magician's Pendulum. It's actually one of the more popular decks on my channel for good reason. This deck is really, really good. Now, personally, just looking at it right now, I'm looking at the structure deck and I'm just thinking like, yeah, a lot of these cards aren't good. Wolf, Silverclaw, Mirage, this guy, but there are very, very good cards in here. This card's an ultra rare. It's extremely good, super, very good, super, very good. It's like the deck at one copy, it's not good. You're not going to do anything with one copy. The reason this deck gets good is as soon as you buy 3 copies of the Pendulum structure deck, you have 3 copies of Wisdom Eye, 3 copies of Joker, 3 copies of Pendulum Sorcerer. And those cards add you other cards, which means that you pretty much get more card advantage. So your starting hand is going to be like 5. These cards let you have like 1 more card, so you're going to be at 6. One more card, you're going to be at 7. That's the thing with Pendulums. They have so much advantage. Usually when you end off, you're going to end off with like 9 cards. And you started off with 5. Which means your opponent's going to have to deal with like, I don't know, like 1 or 2 extra cards. You'll know when a card is a Pendulum because it'll be like a monster and also a spell at the bottom. Pendulums are unique because usually when just a normal monster dies, like let's say this donkey looking dude, he's just like, oh, he's a goner, he's just done. Your opponent doesn't want to deal with him, he attacks over him. This guy will just go to the graveyard and it's really hard to get him out of the graveyard unless you use a card to specifically get him out of there. Let's say like a card like Monster Reborn, you might recognize that one. But with Pendulums, they don't do that. When they die, they go to the extra deck. And when they're in the extra deck, it's kind of like, how do I bring them back? You know, Monster Reborn can't special summon from the extra deck. You have to set up their scale. I'm trying to explain it, but it's a little complicated. You have to set up their scales. These numbers are very important. On your field, like when you like draw your opening hand of 5 cards, there's going to be like 5 cards you can put down, 5 monster slots and 5 spell and traps. You have to put down a pendulum scale of like a 2, 8, or something like where there's numbers in between. And it doesn't matter if you put this guy, the 2 guy, either on the right or the left, as long as you put him on the field and you put the 8 on the other side, you're going to be fine. And you can special summon monsters from your extra deck. All those pendulums that went to the extra deck, you can just special summon them back. So it's kind of like infinite Monster Reborn, kinda. It is very nerfed. It used to be way stronger. Before in the past, when like the pendulum like first came out into Yu-Gi-Oh, you were able to special summon every single monster that was a pendulum from your extra deck. So if you had 5 of these guys in your extra deck, you could just special summon 5. There was no catch. It was bonkers. Now the catch is, if you want to special summon from the extra deck your pendulum monsters, you can only special summon 1 into the extra monster zone, or if you're using a link which it has arrows pointing down, you can special summon to those 2 or 3 arrows that it points down to. So it kind of got nerfed, but even with the nerf, it's amazing. Next deck I want to talk about is Rage a Cipher. I don't think this is a good deck simply because it has cards that are good outside of the deck itself, but if you wanted to play this deck, you're going to need to spend a lot of gems because you're going to need the Galaxy Eye stuff. You're going to need like level 8s, maybe like Blue Eye support too. It's kind of a deck, if you like dragons and you're going to be building like a level 8 dragon Blue Eyes Galaxy Eyes deck anyways, yeah, go for this. You'll get some good cards. You'll get Galaxy Wizard, which helps with the Galaxy strategy. You also get like good generic dragon support like Star Liege. This card is amazing. So really, if I were to buy this structure deck, which I bought all of them because I mean it's just free cards in your collection, this one is mainly the best for just cards that come in it, like Honest, Star Liege. I think it comes with Cosmic Cyclone too, right? Or Galaxy Cyclone, excuse me. These are good generic cards that you can put in like decks that can utilize them. Honest is extremely good in a light deck. I don't know if it's still good in modern day Yu-Gi-Oh, but back then this card was amazing. One of the best cards ever made, simply because it's like your opponent was always in fear if you had this card in your hand, because if whenever you attacked with a light monster, you can just drop this card and your monster always won the battle. Also, the extra deck is really good because it's the black cards, the XYZs, and you have 2 level 8s and they're really easy to summon. It has like a good effect where you can like steal an opponent's monster, and then it's cool because you can summon an XYZ on top of your XYZ specifically using these cards. Like you can't do that normally with the other ones, but with these cards you can. And then you can like destroy a card on the field, and then it's It's cool. It's very, very cool. I do like the cards included in a deck, but I don't think the deck is playable. Like, let's say if I made like 3 copies and tried to make a deck with it, it's going to be trash. It's going to lose the Pendulums like 10 out of 10. The next one is Cybernetic Successor. So Cyber Dragon is actually a very popular deck, and this is kind of like Cyber Dragon's like dark brother. That sounds so weird, but this is essentially like Cyber Dragon's brother. It still runs some of the Cyber Dragon cards, which are pretty good. Like, it has, if you want to build Cyber Dragons or you want to build like a Machine Light deck, this is a good one because it has some good Cyber Dragons that you can utilize in that deck. But it's not meant to be a Cyber Dragon deck. It's meant to be a Cyber Dark deck. So this deck is more of a control based deck, while the Pendulum one is more like, oh, you need to know your combos, you need to do this. This one's more like, okay, well, I just summon out big monster. Big monster can't be destroyed, really hard to get over, good luck. It's like, that's essentially what this deck is. It's just big monster beatdown. I have a complete list on my channel of this deck. I think it's using just like the cards in a structure deck, and I crafted like 3 cards. I do like this deck. If you want to play a deck that's not Pendulum, so maybe Pendulum's a little too confusing, or you just think they're boring, this one's a fun one. It's a complete deck. It's 1,500 gems. You can build the deck. It's really cheap, and you're gonna have like another deck you can mess around with. Another one you can mess around with too, which I genuinely like, is Dragon Maid. This is a very good structure deck too. It comes with an extremely good extra deck. These cards are so good, you don't need to craft them. These are like some of the best cards you could possibly throw in a Dragon extra deck for Dragon Maids. Also, you get extremely powerful dragon support like Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. And the reason I'm so excited for this is because I love dragons. So I'm excited when this came out because it was actually pretty good. If you like dragons, or let's be honest, if you like really cute anime girls, this is your deck. And it's good. And now it's not gonna like win every single time. It doesn't have the highest win rate in the game, but it's a cute, fun deck. You're able to bring out like your big boss monster who can negate anything. Negate essentially means like your opponent tries to do something, you say like, no, you can't do that. I really do like this deck. I also have this deck on my channel, so if you want to see how to build it, like budget, but I don't think I made an expensive version. But if you want to see it, let me know and I can show you what you might want to be striving for. Another deck that I think is good, which I'm really liking, because Master Duel, when it came out, there's only one good structure deck. It was Magician's Pendulum. The Utopian one's garbage, and then they released this this Galaxy Eye one, which is garbage, and then they started releasing structure decks that are actually like good. Like if you just like, I just want another deck so I can mess around with like in casuals or just play with friends or in rank. This one is Spellbooks, and this deck revolves around you're casting a spell that adds a spell that does a spell that lets you get a spell. The point of the deck is you need to bring out this guy called like Zhao Xin or Zhao Zhen. He's a super rare. He didn't come in a structure deck, but his effect is nobody can special summon. Now that doesn't seem that powerful because your opponent could just normal summon and attack over him, but it's really good because it kind of stops your opponent from like doing all his plays main phase 1, which means that you're probably not going to die in the battle phase. He's gonna have to do everything main phase 2, and by that time you're gonna have a turn, you're gonna go main phase 1, you can do all your plays, and then you can enter your battle phase and then just end the game. Like the other structure deck, I have a deck of this on my channel. I do like Spellbooks. I think they're super cool. This card right here, Spellbook of Judgment, which comes in the structure deck, by the way, was banned, meaning nobody could play it because it was so powerful. But they released it back again. It's still powerful. It didn't get any weaker. It's still really good. It's just yeah, they're just like, yeah, have fun. You can play with it again. So that's kind of cool. The extra deck is kind of nice. Yeah, there's some super rare, ultra rare, but this card's not that good, and this card's not that good. And these cards are like kind of fun, or you can throw them into your spellcaster decks if you have one of those, but they're not really good, you know? They're just like, oh, they're kind of fun. Like if you just want to mess around, they're kind of fun. But I do generally recommend this deck too. If you want something that's not cute dragon girls or something that's like dark machines or pendulums, you definitely have this deck as an option too. And a quick recap before I go to the final deck, we got Magician of Pendulum, which is what I think is the best one, well, so far. It's the strongest, it has the most potential, all the cards in it are like pretty good. You can make an extremely viable deck just buying 3 copies of this. I think Cybernetic Successor is pretty good too. It's more of a summon big monster, your opponent can't do anything, you just keep beating them down. It's kind of fun like that. Like you control the game because your monster's so big and it's unaffected by your opponent. If you like cute anime girls and you like dragons, Dragon Maid is definitely the deck. Like there's no question about it. This deck is just so cute and cool, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Now it's not gonna win a lot, but it's gonna be fun and you're gonna enjoy yourself, and that's all that matters, right? Spellbook of Prophecy is more of a control deck. Like if your opponent's been playing a lot of cards where it's like they're special summoning and they end on like boards that you just like don't want to deal with, Spellbook kind of has like this thing where it's like, okay, well you can't special summon. So then now they're like forced to play the game slow, and Spellbooks thrive when the game is slow because they have cards that can like remove cards, or your monsters just gain more attack. Spellbooks are more of a control deck because you kind of control what your opponent's going to do. Like you say to him, no, you can't special summon, I have this card. And also, oh, you're going to try to attack me, like I have this card to stop you. That's kind of what they are. And for the final one, the final deck that's currently out as of recording this video, it is the Burning Spirits. This structure deck is really good. Really good. I'm not even going to emphasize it. Like, this is up there with Pendulums, like in terms of like goodness. The extra deck in this is perfect. Well, actually, I lied. The extra deck in this is near perfect. It comes with 1 copy of every single card you need except Heatleo. For some reason, they gave you 2 copies of Heatleo, which is weird. They could have gave you another card. You're going to be buying 3 of these. So you're going to have 6 copies of Heatleo, and 3 of them are going to be completely useless, and they're not going to do anything. So I think the people who made this game were being a little greedy. They could have put another card there. But besides that, the structure deck is just amazing. Like, it is. Looking at it with just like 1 copy, it's not going to do much. There's a lot of cards you need to take out, but the deck is good. Very good. And it has like, it's easy. It's not super combo heavy. Like once you get the hang of it, what you do is you summon monster, you summon this blue card, this Lynx guy, and then you go into Sunlight Wolf on top of the Lynx. Once you like figure out how to do the very basic combo, you're kind of set. And then you can just go from there. You can learn new combos, or you can just stick with the same one. Updating the deck and making it like better and better is really good, because the cards you add into this deck to make it better, you can use in other decks. So I think it's generally the best structure deck you can buy. So hands down, Burning Spirits wins the best structure deck in Master Duel. And moving on to the accessories, we got these things called mates. I like the mates. I bought like 2 of them. I bought the Vendread and I bought the Ghost Lantern. But there's a lot of them. These are essentially like when you're playing the game, they'll be in the corner of your screen. It's kind of like a mascot. If you click on them, they dance. They're kind of cool. If you really like that stuff, yeah, go ahead and buy them. I just bought these because, like, you know, I make videos and I want the videos to be a little cooler, like a little more entertaining. Same with the dual fields. The dual fields are just visually, and even though it shows like everybody's affected, that's not what happened. This is how it usually looks like. You're gonna have your side, it's gonna be a beautiful ocean. Your opponent's gonna have like this old moldy forest, like ugh. But the dual fields are really cool. It's just cosmetic. If you really like cosmetic stuff, yeah, go for it. I personally, I wouldn't buy them. I just bought them because I make videos and I want like the background to be a little more nicer. Also, you got card sleeves. Card sleeves are really big in Yu-Gi-Oh! I really like card sleeves. I think they're cool. If you play the story mode of the game, you'll get card sleeves for free. You'll get a dual field for free, and you also get a mate for free. Like, you get all those things for free if you just play story mode. And then you got icons. I honestly don't care about icons. I think the best icon is this one, the moving one. What I'm hoping on is that they make more of these, because these are sick. Like, these are generally really cool. And then finally, you got monster art. This is just the background when you launch the game. If you want to see something like this when you launch the game, just buy one of these. They're okay. Now we're going on to specials. Specials is very important, and I'll try to go over it quickly and efficiently. So first off, we got the dual pass. The dual pass, buy it. It's like what, 700 gems, 800 gems. You should buy it. If you're going to be playing this game a lot, this is completely worth it, because look at the rewards. You get all of these. Now it seems like that's a lot. You don't get all this. No, you literally get all of these if you complete it. Now it's like, oh, it's 100 levels. Usually the dual pass lasts like 2 months, 3 months. If you play like, I don't know, like 3 games like every like 3 days, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be at level 60, and that's not a level 100, but at level 60, you're going to be getting a lot of stuff. Let's see what you get at level 60. You're going to have everything from here all the way up. You're going to get all of that for free. The best thing about the duel pass is that you get like a free mate. So you get this little blob dude for free. You get a cool background. You get your gems back after you reach. That's so cool. You get all your gems back after you reach level 100 and you max out. So essentially it was like free. And then you get these, you get everything else that's like included for free. It's definitely worth it. And if you don't play the game that much, maybe you shouldn't get it. No. If you don't play the game that much, you shouldn't get it. But if you play the game and you like Yu-Gi-Oh and you want to like get into it, yeah, no, just get the duel pass. It's completely worth it. The bundles. Whether you play the game a lot or whether you don't play the game a lot, the bundles are always worth it. You get one free powerful card. Let's read this powerful card. Maybe you might be familiar with it, maybe you might not. Lightning Storm. If you control no face-up cards, activate one of these effects. Destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. Destroy all spell and traps your opponent controls. You can only activate one Lightning Storm per turn. Now, don't you think you'd want that card? You can literally destroy like your choice of like everything your opponent has. That's kind of good, right? Oh, you know what else you get on top of on Lightning Storm? You get 10 free packs. I think these cost like $7.50, and that seems like a lot of gems, right? But you get an extremely powerful card, very powerful, and you get 10 packs. And normally 10 packs of the Master Pack cost like what, 1,000 gems. Essentially, you're saving 250 gems, which isn't a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a lot, but you're getting a really powerful card for free. That is what makes it worth it, and that's why I would buy all the bundles, because even in those 10 packs, if you don't pull what you want and you pulled, I don't know, Beaver Warrior or something like completely random that you're never gonna play, you can just uncraft that card. Like you can literally deconstruct it and then you get its like essence, and with that essence you can unlock new cards. So it's always worth to buy these. I always buy these when these come out. I think there might be another one coming out soon. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the shop video. I really hope this helped you or you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more stuff like this, I mean, feel free to comment down below and hey, maybe leave a like. Regardless, I hope you have a great day or night. That's gonna be it for me, and maybe I'll catch you later. Peace. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe. You can check out all the new content I'm going to be making, but besides that, hope you have a great day.